Hello and welcome back to Slice and Dice. I'm gonna go real quick. I forgot to check the comments. Did anyone say anything about my audio? Okay. Anyway, let's begin. I'm playing Generate. I just kind of want to. I'm not streaming Slice and Dice right now, so I want to play more of it. And here we are. Now, I know what I just said today. I mean, Generate Mountain is probably not that bad. I want access to greens, but I'm gonna play basic and then hope that I get to reroll. No, we can just play Generate basic, it's fine. This will be a calibration run. So how bad is Sickly in Generate? First of all, let's look at our guys. Fine, fine, fine. Horrible. Fine, probably horrible. Okay, Sickly is probably better. We have a lot of guys that are on like 3 HP, but that'll be okay, I'm sure. And it's a non-curse for most of the run, so should be fine. We have a strong defensive gray as well. I'm okay, I think. Oh, you know what? Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna pause. I want to do this video in full screen because I saw some people saying that it was a little bit noticeable, but not a lot. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna see if I notice. So give me 1 sec. Okay. No, yeah? Okay, yeah. Slice and Dice is actually, ever since the update, it has been... I like Slice and Dice. First of all, I want to make sure I get that out there. I think that this game is great. Like to give before I take. Something changed in the last update. I think it's 3.1.2 specifically. This game is really hard to actually get to capture now on OBS. Also, what the hell is that? Cool. This game is really, really hard to get to pick up. It won't pick up in windowed mode as a game capture. So real quick rundown if you're not familiar with OBS at all. OBS has, what you do basically to capture footage in OBS is you tell it how you want to capture. And there's a bunch of different options. I use individual game captures for every game that I play. That way, I don't know, I don't want to accidentally be like tabbing out. I don't like display capturing basically. I don't want to tab out. I don't want you to see me tabbing out, things like that. So I had basically my capture for Slice and Dice just stopped working in 3.1, the most recent update, 3.1.2, I think technically, right? In that update, it just stopped capturing for some reason. Dude, I cannot get lethal here. Come on, guys. Please. This'll work. This'll do. Poison this kill here. So I had to switch to a window capture, which is what you use to capture. Games are typically full screen application, and windows are just like windows, like my Firefox, for example. If I wanted to capture that, I would use a window capture. In full screen mode, though, now I have to switch the capture over, and then it didn't want to capture, which usually just means I have to reset. Anyway, all of that is to say, it works now, but it's a little annoying, and Slice and Dice is picky lately and doesn't like to be captured, which it happened to me with another game. You know what other game has a big problem with that actually is Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is a fucking bitch to get into a window capture. Slay the Spire just hates you, I'm pretty sure. Not you, but me. Which, you know, maybe you are me, depending on who you are. Because there's a chance that you are me if I'm watching this back. Oh, I just killed my O2. Sorry, I'm yapping instead of paying attention. What a fucking miracle that he doesn't die there. That is my bad. Absolutely. Extremely my B. I'm just speaking. Anyway, nothing else to say on that. Just, hopefully this looks nice. If you notice a difference, let me know. Some people were like, I noticed a little difference, but I wouldn't have noticed if you didn't tell me, which is fair and fine. Theoretically, we are approaching just doing an infinite at this point with this B2. Hypothetically speaking, you need 6 1-pip, or a total of 6 pips of rerolls to do an infinite. It's a little hard, but I don't mind picking this up. I think the other character is a lot better, but now we are one more reroll side away from theoretically going infinite, which is good enough because I think that going infinite wins a lot of the time. That might sound like I'm being facetious. I'm not. Sometimes it's not good enough to win. Like in Daxia, for example, it's not really that good to go infinite. And there's also, at 6, you're like break even, basically, in expected rerolls, I think. Which means that you won't always go infinite, but it's better when it's spread out. One singular 6-pip reroll side is a lot worse than 6 1-pips, in my opinion. Especially if it's spread across multiple characters. Well, 6 1-pips on a single character is a true infinite, right? That is, you're not going to stop rolling your dice until you want to. Let's not waste our shielding now. I'm going to do this in the correct order, because I've been really bad about this lately. The correct order is to take your damage sides first and then defend. Well, the correct order depends from turn to turn, more accurately. But damage sides first, then defend if you're killing enemies is typically better. And I'm just taking this 1 mana side, or this 1 regen side, because it's fine. It's good to help get out of sickly. I'm gonna roll you until you hit me at 1 damage. Thank you. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. You hear it though? I don't know what's happening to me. Twin Daggers is super nice. Liquor is technically a little better because I might be going infinite off of Dragonhide gloves now by rotating this down, but yeah. This character is a lot of steps, like a lot of different ways to go infinite, for sure. Which is fine by me, I don't mind. I don't necessarily, like there's no reason to go for it right now, I'm just gonna play normal turns with a lot of rerolls here, but the idea is there, and I think that's probably gonna be something you can do pretty commonly in Generate. Is just go infinite. How much am I worried about this guy dying? Basically not at all. Nobody here is going to die from sickly on the reroll. So I may as well sit. Yeah, I have to lock you is all. But I'm really close to lethal now. This is 4. But now we have to think about this from the perspective of someone who just whiffed horrifically. Oh boy. That is not ideal. It's not the end of the world, though. This is not like a 3rd turn curse of any kind. I just have to play it slow. That's all. You are fine. I think I'm okay. Because I'll regen out of pain on Y1, and then we can just figure it out. This turn is the trade people's lives for killing turn. This is the if some of you die turn. 2 damage heavy. I have 4 rolls, right? I should let this guy roll down. The 2 damage heavy I'm probably meant to keep. But I should be rolling these sides out for sure. Because every pip of damage gets me closer to killing. Hey, there's nothing for you to do where you don't die is the problem. 1, 2. It's close. And now we unlock the heavy because it doesn't do anything anymore. I think I should have this. It would take some unfortunate rolls from here. But we're getting very lucky as well. Like the reroll sides are coming up my way. Arg. I still have 4 rolls. I can't miss from here. Yeah. Okay. Good job, everybody. Flip. Woohoo! I'm gonna get rid of this 3 HP idiot. This guy is not very good, but this red is awful, so I'm alright. With the number of rolls we have, we could play this, honestly. It's not terrible. How many rolls do you have to have before this starts to be good, I wonder? I think it's fine, actually, just to go ahead and roll down. We're playing for a big high roll, but with 5 reroll sides, we are close to infinite. And so now I can just roll down all the way. Just don't lock this. That's the big thing. Don't lock the 2 mana stick until I've locked in Y1. 2. And I'll lock him if he hits a 4. Okay, and he rolled an X. That's okay though. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 damage out of him anyway. Or I got 3 damage out of him anyway. Good enough. I will call that acceptable. And we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna look for a drop or something on quartz to kill him. I need to be more cognizant though of my HP. I'm really not watching it. I need to do better. Is that lethal? I think that's lethal. It's a picky lethal too, you gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm always gonna pick random keyword item. I think, well, not always, but I'm often going to pick this because it's fun. Times 2 if I have the least HP of all. Honestly, I can make that happen. Don't even need too much for that to be good. 4 snakes? Okay, we gotta be careful. Alright, everybody. Play it cool. This fight is very scary. I'm gonna cleanse here. 4 damage. He might lose the Moxie, but I'm good to kind of just lock in here. And kill whatever I want. Yeah, okay. Let's set up. We kill you, shield here, and drop top snake. 2 snakes down, 1 snake cleansed. Basically nothing happened that turn. I would say no big deal, but obviously something is still happening, so we have to be a little bit concerned. Our Moxie is over unless I kill this guy, actually. Interesting. Yeah, that works. That's lethal. Wow, this Y2 is actually pretty shit, which is good for me. Heal 1, cleanse for 1 mana is also really good. This unit is exceptional. This is a great pick. Wow. This is a really good pick. I think you picked this R2. This is good red 2 generates and blue 2 generates have seemed impossible to find. 2 2-mana sides and a good spell. I played this unit. That other guy was good though because you could play Ace of Spades on him with this combo and it wouldn't be bad. You have to be aware of Bell. I'm just gonna go ahead and lock in actually. I think there's no reason to roll down when things are kind of icky. And we just go, we want to stay shielding whoever is going to be lowest, which is definitely this Y. Even though you get more effective shielding on the R2, I care more about what health you're at the end. So I'm going to shield 5 into 1 over shielding 5 into 5. Because if he's on 3 and he puts 1 cantrip into an imp, I have to stop rolling. Like that. I probably still have to stop rolling, is the issue. Yeah, I guess it's fine. It's not fine. What are these morons doing? I can do 1 off of all of this, which is 2 off? Why is it 2 off? Oh, because you're taking 2 damage. Yeah. And then you're dying down here, so I could burst here. I don't think that's good enough, though. I think it has to be this play, because now Y1 doesn't die from a cantrip roll. But if you go burst here, he's on 1, right? But you get to put 2 into Bell, but this is better. And I guess technically, is it this? No, it's the same either way. But now I can just lock in and then let Bell die. Whatever we roll, we just press done rolling here. And then we just heal ourselves out of danger. Almost heal ourselves out of danger, huh? Is there lethal here? I don't think so. You're rolling, you're never rolling, you're never rolling. You 2 roll. 1 mana or the 2 damage should be good enough. Yeah, 2 damage self shield and then we burst. He dies. Alright, great fight. One of the harder bosses to fight with Sickly, no doubt. Oh man, did I really have to say I'm always gonna pick this? Alright, fine. Top bot K.inflict boned. Wow. That's really good. It's not really good, it's really bad. It doesn't do anything, obviously. Or rather, it does do something, the thing it does is bad. It is worse than not good, it is awful. It hurts me physically, pushes me down the stairs, calls me names, and I just take it because I can't do anything, I opted in. I have no agency in this regard. But, you know, I suppose if I didn't want it to be this way, I could have done something about it. It's too late now for suppositions, though. I mean, I guess I'll do 1 damage, fine. This 6 shield redirect is crazy. This is like a ridiculous side. This is so much value for what? Ouch. This imp is definitely leaving. I'm not gonna bother pretending like he's not. Even gonna think about it. These are the same character, but it's super weird that Y2s can get mana gain heal. They can get it because of Curator. This is a Curator side that they get access to. No, that's not good. There's no Moxie. I guess you could put it on this guy and then we could maybe shield 10 in some fights, but Yeah, I don't know. This is fine. If you group growth or mega growth, you can get 2 damage cantrips potentially. But obviously this fight is horrifying. This seems like a decisive defeat for generates. This seems so hard to fight. Come on, B2. Thank you. And then 1 cantrip is fine. We still have 2 bones spawning in. I'll say again, if you're ever in this position and you get to stop 1 bone spawning, you kill the bottommost one because the other 2 graves are spawning bones below them always. So you can let this bone do 1 damage, or it gets full value basically, right? The bottommost bones would only give value into the grave that spawned it. It's just a small optimization you can make. Dude, I want to keep mega growing, but it's not worth it. This fight is over. Especially with the number of rerolls I just hit. This fight is finished. Like, I'm probably going to go basic, not quite infinite, but I'm going to go infinite enough to kill this fight off now. We had variance in the upper direction, and now I just press R until the fight's over. Not quite, because that might take a while, and I'll just kill. Fearless Polished Emerald. Twin daggers. This is a slash side? Okay, so these aren't affected by the emeralds. It's not terrible, but it's not very good. I think Fearless is better. You can just throw that on probably here. Zombie Slammer Whiz. Probably try to kill Zombie here. Seems pretty hard. With an opener like this, I think I press reroll a few times and we can reconvene after the fact. 3 damage. This is pretty decent. And then I'd like to roll for Mega Growth, if possible. I'll just take 2 mana though, because I can drop the zombie out. 3, 2, drop. I think you'll find this to be fine. We're out of the tricky early game for this comp too, or for the curse rather, Sickly. The early game is going to probably be the hardest part when playing Sickly. Once you're here, I feel like everything is fine. Fine enough. Acceptable, let's say. Player? Someone said to me, I don't remember what I said for this, but someone said to me in response in the comments, "Streamer, did you forget about Bolt, the 3 mana for 5 damage spell?" And I don't remember what this was regarding, but I'm pretty sure that's a blessing only, right? I don't think you can get that naturally. Is it 3 mana 4 damage? What is Bolt? 3 mana 5 damage? I don't know. Anyway, because like Flare is 3 mana or 4 mana 5 damage, and I think Bolt is better, but I also think Bolt is a 3-point blessing. Whoa. Who are you? Shield 1 Cleave. This is an interesting pick. Do I want to try to go for an infinite? I don't think so, and if that's the case, I just stick it out and I pick this 11 HP cantrip monster. This character is ridiculous, like really, really strong. Juggler with no caltrop, extra HP, incredible stuff. I'm always going to press R on this character, I think. Maybe if I'm sitting with a 3 face up, I hold that. I don't think so, though. Especially not with 2 rerolls, I just send it. What if you just hit? Keep gambling. But last roll 3 is definitely good to lock. 4, 3. And since I have Jugglist here, the fucking DEA is on my side. Holy shit. Rotten, do you have any cocaine? Do you want some? Alright, you're going away for a long time, you sick freak. Can't believe I caught you dealing cocaine to these imps. You're so done. It's me, the 03 DEA. Stopping terrorists like this guy. He died in a shootout. There was nothing I could have done. Burning Halo sucks. High is okay. The end. And we could play Pristine on this side, I guess. It's fine. This fight is not great for my cantrip heroes, but we'll figure it out. The Spiker is tough. Man, I'm too good. There's nothing to be said. I'm just skilled. 3, 3, 3. He's dead. That man is killed. That guy just took 10 damage from statistical. That has to be just variance, is all you can call it. Very unlikely, to say the least. This does double twice, up to 4. Interesting. I did not think it would. If you stun him, you almost don't take the spikes damage. Whoa, 1 damage engage. Terrible here. Heal 6 vitality for 3, and then 3 heal 2 mana gains. This hero would be... Well, this spell is whatever. In normal gameplay, this would be super strong, right? In a baseline run of Slice and Dice. In Generate, I think this is gonna suck. I'm gonna pick it anyway, but I think this unit is not going to be very good. Normally this character would be a lot better because you're playing with 3 2-mana gain size, which would be great for fueling your blue. But the spell is kind of whatever. Hard to get great value out of, I think. I can overkill a Null here. And this character doesn't cap very high. You're pretty mediocre. Oh my god, I'm fucked. Holy shit, this is not good. I'm about to get torn apart by Sickly. Okay, what can we do about this? We can get the DEA out of Sickly death range for sure. And I could go 1 heal 6 vitality on the B2, probably. That way we have 2 cantrip characters, our 2 cantrip characters, because we low rolled on our O3 for sure. That's all you can say about it. But we're out of pain on this character, so we can roll to recover here. 4 damage is really good. You will die. I would love for you to give me a heal side. I roll all of this. This is a tricky spot. Tricky for sure. This is okay. First of all, I need to sit forward in my chair because I'm leaned back and I'm relaxed, right? This is now okay. Let me start from the beginning of the thought because sometimes you get me in the middle. In Classic Hard, you can play very consistently and you can just live every fight and you can aim for 0 deaths, I think, if you play well in that game mode. This is not Classic Hard. This fight has changed in this turn and the last turn from I'm playing for a perfect, we can clear this with no deaths. This is now I'm playing to walk away from this fight. I am now playing to live. So how do we play to live here? That's a great question. Very pertinent of you to ask. Let's start by taking a little look at this. Order Lull. We can make this play. This play is probably not good enough. We'd have to get this one to flee. We can kill you. The problem is losing my Y2 is really bad, right? From this spot, you're dead, so this is a waste even. I don't even need to kill this Null. From this spot, you're playing through like this, I believe. These 3 characters will kill. So the only thing about this is I would like to reroll, because 1 mana is your worst side, no doubt. You can always at least survive the attack. Okay, and now that I've recognized that, this position gets a little simpler. The question was, what am I keeping and what am I rolling here? It's this, and I roll these 2. These 2 dice, you can't roll worse than 1 mana pain, and any of the higher, like 50% of your rolls are going to win me this fight with no deaths. But it's good to take a little look through that. Oh yeah, and that's the best one. It's important to make sure that I have a plan though, because if I miss there, I need to understand what I'm doing. With that roll, I'm healing you out of pain range, killing... maybe... killing here even? No. I was looking for a double flee, but I don't think you get it. That's fine. I'm gonna kill here and here. Did I waste damage there? I think I did. Sorry. Here. Oopsie. There might be a better play here. If you see one, feel free. You can point it out. I think this is good enough though. Somewhere in there is probably a play where you can do even better than that. Look at that Moxie clutch. That was incredible. Alright, and we got out of that with no deaths, which is very nice. Twisted Bar, if I had kept that 0-2, I would have an infinite. But that's okay, we don't need to dwell on that too much. I will still play it, it's very good. I don't mind this spot. In the end, it can go on R3 if I need. But yeah, 2 rerolls is going to be quite strong if I can find it. You have Moxie? You do have Moxie, so I should roll. I could roll for the redirect as well. 3, 2 rolls. I'm gonna roll for the redirect still, I think. Cool. I just keep it going. Again, not quite infinite, but it's gonna be quite strong. Just don't lock. And let the 0-3 pop off here. Because it's not quite infinite, but I'm getting, on good turns, a lot of value. No Moxie anymore because I did too much damage. A real good problem to face. Looks like I'm out. I'll stop here. But to recap, in the cantrip phase there, without doing anything else, I did 10, 19, I did 21 damage off of that. Pretty strong. 4 damage there. Drop. 2 damage, redirect. You think, Kai, you got this? Oh, you do have this. Oh, it's close to getting the fleet. 10, 20, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 40. I was 10 off. That's not that bad. 1 damage away. 1 damage engage is a no. This Y3 is fine. And this guy is awful. Well, he's not awful, he's actually pretty good with the Twisted Bar, but I don't... I want to keep the cantrip rerolls, I think, is all. Did I lock this guy when I have the rerolls? I think I did. The cantrip on him and I locked him. Oh well. My 0-3 will die and my damage will fall off. I'm gonna go ahead and just roll down all the way here. See what we can get. I could lock that. Yeah, I could lock that cleanse, or that weaken to go with the cleanse there. It's all good. If I see the Moxie, I should lock it. I'm looking. 3, 2, stun. It's a good roll. 4, 2, probably just lock here. One more try. Oh, good. Cleanse. You're done for, most likely. But I'm good to set like this. We can just chill. When you drop dead, you drop dead. It's fine. You might get me a little more value with a 3. Oh, or you could just give me a stun. That's actually really good. I have lethal. Good stun. Ornate Hill is really good on cantrips. If I'm playing this team, which I obviously am, I need this into Hexia. It's a very easy thing to forget, but this walks into Hexia and has a lot of trouble. Where does this go? I forgot to equip it. Didn't even think about it. It's not super useful, so I kind of just didn't bother. It is technically best, like you definitely want to equip it, but nobody needs it, so it didn't matter too much to me. And we can just continue sending it. Certainly is a way to go. Imagine this is something you actually find yourself doing a lot in Generate. They show you a good cantrip character and you go, yeah, sure. Why not? This 0-3 though is like one of the better characters I've ever been offered in this game. I think this is very strong. It pairs unbelievably with this this B2 character we picked up. That's a no. Okay, well, I just go infinite now. What's your spell? Doesn't even matter. I don't even care what your spell is. Yep, that'll do. And you know, fuck it, give me Silk Cape. Tier 9 item. Why not? Why not just a little Silk Cape, huh? We can actually see ourselves in a bit of trouble here. I should be cautious. I should consider this position, because what can happen to you in runs of Slice and Dice is you get into this spot And you know what's supposed to happen, right? In this case, I'm supposed to go infinite and win. But that's not what's happening here, currently. And I can just lock a dodge and take an extremely acceptable turn here. Where I'm like passing, basically, by locking dodge. And that's completely fine. There's no reason to put myself into a bad spot here because of what should happen. If you miss on your first 2 rolls, there's no shame in just stopping. It's okay. Sometimes the game isn't very good. It happens. Sometimes you think everything is gonna be how it's supposed to be, and it is not. I'm supposed to just go infinite every roll, or at least go close to infinite, but I have not rolled a single extra reroll side, and we can just mitigate that by blocking good sides instead of Xing out. Wax Seal, second heart. Oh, Wax Seal is good enough, for sure. I mean, if I don't go infinite now, something has gone wrong. I can't lose to Hexia. The only thing that's kind of hard is Inevitable is annoying, but yeah, I just press R. Can lock this, I guess. So what's going on with you? Anything exciting out there in the world? I'm doing pretty good. I'm having a nice little New Year start. No, nothing big to report. It's been, it was a slow December for me. I just kind of took it easy because I wasn't going out of town. And, you know, Wild Frost dries up a little bit. I'm on the lookout for some new games while I wait for Slay the Spire 2, but I'm not like searching super hard because I don't know. It's hard to do new things, I think, typically for me. I never really want to try new content out. But hey, that one Billionaire video did really well and that felt good. The video, again, I think I talked about this though when it was out. That video did get less like interaction overall than one of these videos does, like likes, comments, analytics, stuff like that. The Billionaire video did worse overall than a typical Slice and Dice video does. Just an interesting little analytic for you. You guys are pretty good at engaging with the content, which is good, but it did go to show me that like, comment, subscribe, all that shit isn't the end all be all, which is interesting for sure. I was under the impression that it was like, oh, well, that's all that drives the engagement, but that video had lower engagement overall and did perform like 4x the views of one of my other videos. So just interesting to think about. I don't know. I want to try some new content, but I'm also kind of lazy. I'm not even lazy, it's just like I always tell myself I'll do it tomorrow. You ever have that? I really don't know why I'm a streamer or like a YouTube content creator, because I am horrible at self-motivation. And yet somehow, here I am. I am so bad though at like not just putting things off. I always push things off. Also, this is a situation, I should go infinite, but from this spot, you look at the exact position you're in this spot, 50% chance if I just press reroll here. I guess not quite 50%, right? It's 33% that I just die here. And if I die here, it's bad because I lose. And I don't want to die. So we take our pass and we go again next turn. Tomorrow will be a better day. You just gotta be aware, right? A big thing about being better at Slice and Dice is not being entitled. The game doesn't owe you anything, and RNG, randomness will never look random. That's what you gotta remind yourself. It could be, like, I should hit that side 50% of the time, but sometimes you're gonna go XXX, hit, right? And you can't be, like, angry about that. That's just how it works. Go roll some dice on your free time. You'll see. And I think it's very, very important to not let that shit tilt you and act like you're entitled. You know, gambler's fallacy or whatever. But it's real. Like, this is a real point and not just me going, haha. Because sometimes I'll just say that shit and be, like, goofy about it. But it really makes a difference. You need to be sure that you're aware of the fact that it can happen to you, right? Just because you roll 2 X's doesn't mean that you're not going to roll a third. Maybe it's obvious, maybe it's not. But it's really, really important to be sure that you understand that. And just take okay turns, and I'm saying this also for myself, because I lost one of my streaks, one of my big streaks. I lost. I think it was actually like the 80 streak or something like that. I don't remember. I think it was the 80 or the 90 or whatever I put up in 3.0. I lost it because I had a setup that should have just auto won, and I wasn't thinking too hard about it, and then I whiffed. I rolled 3 X's. It was the run where I had Keeper and Early Grave, and I had the inner strength on the Early Grave, and I went, oh, this should have just been a freebie. And then I missed it and died. So I'm just like super aware of that, and I try to keep telling you, because you need to be aware of it as well. Just out of curiosity, where does 3 put me on the leaderboards? 22 is best. Not too bad. Hey, Voice Fan 69. Hey, what's up, buddy? Unfortunately, you're at number 68 on the leaderboards, though. That puts me at 75th. That's not too bad. Top 100. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.